This is a early morning trade that I took. I didn't even have my microphone on. I thought I would just add a little bit of voice to it. I wrote it out on the screen, but I was uh, sitting at my desk, but not actually all set up yet. I was looking at this halfback area and this VWAP area. And I see that we reacted to that right there where the arrow is pointed. So I was waiting for this D period to kind of pull back to it. And you see you get an immediate reaction off that. It's going to be a little redundant just because I have writing that I'll put on the screen here. I'm thinking we'll extend at least down to this low. I'm looking at this prior weekly volume area low down here at the 369.25, that purple line, as my, kind of my ultimate target. I usually do that in my trades. I'll put, a best case scenario, and then, I can see I front run that at the 37.50 was my first target. And then I'm also keeping an eye on that red line there at the 77.75. So the first thing is to get through this volume area low. It's basically where it's at right now, that light blue line. And the next step is going to be breaking that C low where the arrow is at. You can see the volume area shifted down now. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see future videos of how I trade market profile and volume profile. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. So that would be my ultimate target down there at the 69.25 if things really got moving. We need to break that C low is what I'm looking at now. So this is where I'm looking at the volume area low from today. Be that arrow. Like I said, it's gonna be a little redundant just because I'm adding voice over the top of what I'm writing on the screen. I'm thinking at this point, if we can get past that volume area low, then that overnight low and that uh, daily low, the red line there would be my next, objective. At this point, I'm kind of, it's overnight or pre-market, so it is moving slower than it normally does. But I can just tell that it's kind of lagging. I kind of felt like it should, be a little more aggressive moving down. So you can see I protect it there. If we don't break that C period, then this is just going to be another single time framing up from the Z to the A, the B, the C, the D. We're heading back to that C low. So for me, this is going to be the real test of whether we can break this C. If we can't break this, then I might as well close the trade right now. If we do break the C low, at least, I can start looking at the next area, which would be that volume area low, the blue line, the blue, light blue dash line there. I'm separating my contracts so that I can get rid of one because it just starts to feel too slow and it's not deliberate enough for what I wanted. So I'm already thinking of taking one somewhere just below the C or getting ready to take one if it snaps back on me or something like that. There we break the C low. You see how it's just not very, even after the break, it's not very aggressive. It's just kind of barely making it. And at this point, I'm expecting it almost to come back into that C area. It does push a little bit lower here. Swap out the stops or separate out the stops and the targets so I can take one. You can see I start to decide to take one about 81. So I just feel that would put me just above that volume area low. This just doesn't have the momentum that I wanted it to have. Here I'm thinking about taking it right here and there. I take that at 20 ticks. So I still have the one contract left. Really wanted to see it break that C low and then accelerate, but because it didn't, thought I might as well take one. You can also see that shelf almost in the profile there. It just those combined things is why I ended up taking one of my contracts there. Mainly because I really expected it to accelerate when it broke that C and B, and it just didn't. So thought it was a good spot to take one. Now I'm looking at this value area low. I've pretty much abandoned my 3750 target unless we flush right through here. Basically pointing out that that was my ultimate target, but you can see how I shifted as things didn't uh, match up to my expectations. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see future videos of how I trade market profile and volume profile. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. I'm trying to decide here if I want to pull that stop down and protect the profit or just take it here. I'm pretty much giving up on any type of rotation backup because I don't think it'll make it. So it's just how I want to handle getting out of this trade. Really thought I would at least get down to that 77, 75, but you can see how things just change as I go. There we're to the uh, value area low. I probably should have just taken it right here, but I a little bit left in me, hoping I can at least get to that prior overnight low or that 77, 75. 27, 28 ticks. Looks like that's going to be 24 ticks on that last contract. So like I said, I should have taken it, right at that 80, but I was just trying to give it a little more room, hoping for that daily low there, the red line. I think I got 20 ticks on the one and 24 ticks on the second contract. Just wasn't breaking hard enough.